Hi guys, I'm not Hannah.
That's me. This is Ashton, my sister-in-law, and she has curly hair, as you can see. I do not, so I've had a few requests to do hair tutorials with curly hair, and since I don't have that, it's not really helpful. So I asked her if she would be willing to do a heatless curl tutorial for you guys.
So basically, this is going to be how I kind of set my curls after I wash them. I have very fine, thin hair, so not everything I do is applicable to everybody's curls because a lot of people have thicker hair or more coarse curls. I have very thin, fine curls, so this is what works for me. I wash my hair with the OGX coconut curls. I use their shampoo and conditioner. It's moisturizing, it doesn't dry my hair out, does a really good job. And then to set my curls, I use kind of a variation of products. Sometimes I use this mousse by OGX. This works really great for coarser curls or more thick hair. It's a curl, that's the curl mousse.
Sorry.
This is a curl cream. And it works better. It doesn't work very well on my hair. It's too much moisture. It's too heavy. But this works really well for thicker hair that needs more moisture. And sometimes I use an aerated mousse. The brand of this is not important because this is not the one I use now. I use the OGX Coconut Curls aerated mousse most of the time. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing I do, so when I get out of the shower, my hair is usually pretty clumped together. So the first thing I do is I flip my hair over and I shake out the curl. T-shirts don't aggravate your curls or cause frizz like towels might. So this is just to get as much moisture as possible out of the hair before I put any product in. You're going to take your product, however much you prefer, and you're going to start at the roots and then work through the length of your hair, and don't put very much on your ends because then you're going to get frizz and it's going to dry out really easily. For this next step, you're going to need a really large t-shirt, especially if you have very long hair or very thick hair. If your hair is shorter, you could probably get by with one that's smaller, but this is just an old t-shirt. Alright, so this is how we're going to actually set our curls. You're going to lay your t-shirt flat, and you're going to fold this part up. This part's going to be across your forehead, so make it comfortable. So basically how this is going to work is your hair is going to be in a pocket of the t-shirt. And then these are going to help you tie the shirt around your head, which is confusing, but just wait. So you're going to take each side of the t-shirt and wrap them around your head pretty tightly so that it stays in place. And then you're going to take the very top of the t-shirt and fold it down. And then take both sides and twist, and then tie them in the front. And you're gonna have a really, really cute hat. So you're gonna wanna tuck in the sides, and then you can just go about your day. You can go to sleep.
Go to Walmart.
This is a great Walmart outfit. So this is gonna be your little hat until your hair dries, and it'll help your curls stay in formation as they dry. This is especially helpful for those of us with long hair because the length and weight of your hair is going to stretch your curl as it dries, and this keeps them in those ringlets.
Obviously, you guys don't have to use the exact same products that Ashton used. You can use any kind of product brand you want. This is just what works for her. She experimented for a while before she found one that she liked, so you should do the same. And if you already have one that you love, then just use that. She did use the mousse. She said hairspray is optional after. If you need to use hairspray while you're plopping your hair, that's an option too. And what was the other thing? Plopping your hair. And you can do this on slightly wavy hair too. It won't have the same results. I tried it once a few years ago and I had a little bit of a texture to my hair, it was not super successful. So if you have hair as straight as mine, especially as long and heavy as mine, it may not work so well, but it is really great for wavy, curly, or kinky hairs. I think it's very important as an individual that we embrace our natural hair. Obviously, it's fun to play around and do different things with our hair. I have straight hair. I curl mine and crimp mine all the time for texture because we always want what we don't have, right? But I think it's very important to embrace your natural hair, and I love that she embraces her curls because that's the hair that God gave her. And I try to embrace my straight hair most of the time, not all the time, and because that's what God gave me. Embrace your natural texture because it's beautiful and it's you.
So I used to hate the fact that I had wavy hair because I wasn't embracing it and I wasn't using products that really maximized my hair's texture. A lot of times, especially with curly hair, there's so much information out there, and it's not one size fits all. Especially for me, I have a very thin texture, and that's not really common in curly hair. There's not a lot of voices talking about how to embrace thin curls. So for me, I can't use thick curl creams, I can't use heavy conditioners. I had to find what worked for me. Obviously, if you have thicker curls or drier curls, like, moisture is your friend, so go for what works for you. Again, don't see my products and think that that's what you need to use.
Embrace your natural texture. Ashton's looking cute. Sorry, so never mind.
I forgot. I was like, ah!
This is my hair's so bad. I didn't drink much coffee either, so I can't think. Plopping.
Or plop.
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 Plop, plop, plop. It's fine. Round.
So I have too much neck and you have not enough.
Turtle. So. Let's see. Hey guys, I'm here. Okay. I'm not Hannah either.
Surprise.
Oh. At the same time. Ready, break.
1, 2, 3.
In conclusion,